Hello, and welcome back to DemonCrawl with Brian. Last time we made further progress into the first quest, but didn't manage to complete it. I got stuck for reasons that I'm still not entirely sure that I understand. But there is the thing with masteries. I see. Here's Spy 1. This is the one that's unlocked. And there's even a Spy 2. At the start of each stage, glean hidden cells. Whenever you cord a 4 or greater, and cording is apparently when you click on an adjacent cell and kind of open things up, I believe. Glean nearby hidden cells. Unlock 2 by gleaning 50 or more cells in a single stage or a normal mode above. Okay, so I have how many? Oh, I still only have 9 tokens, and so this still costs 10. So there's mastery tokens, which are different than something else. Or maybe I've lost my progress from the previous thing, and I still don't have enough. But here's Spy and here's Firefly, and so I won't be able to do that yet. So let's jump in. I've learned the whole thing's a quest. Each one, it says select a stage, is called a stage. And so yeah, I think I can do a bunch of things more quickly now. So I'm going to go through this quickly. I'm going to try to talk a little bit less, and I might even edit some things out if we have some boring levels to try to get towards the end. I reveal a random corner cell until one is open that has a monster. That's actually pretty cool. That could be super useful on some difficult ones. More bang for your buck, great. I do have 5 hearts right now, so I'm not too worried about dying. Let's see, we could use this immediately. There are 4 monsters left. 2 of them are in there. 1 of them are in there. So that means 1 of these 6 is a monster, so I'm willing to just take a gamble. And that has a 3. So 1 of these 5 has a monster. 1 of these 3. Oh, hey, 3, duh. All of these 3. And that'll open practically everything else up, because that's going to mark just about everything that we need. There we go. Okay. Should not have guessed up there, because the 3 here had the information that we needed. And right, we cleared a level after doing the token thing in the previous episode, so we got a boost of extra 10% XP or something. Or maybe double the XP even. Untouchable took no damage, and achievements, I haven't been paying attention to the achievements. And okay, we got 2 more tokens, it sounds like, so I'm headed to the token shop immediately. So let's go back to, your progress will be saved, okay. Go back to the token shop. And let's go to masteries. And I have 13 tokens, yes. Okay, now this one is not unlocked, yeah. This one is not locked. I can actually see its icon. Spy. It sounds great. I'm going to confirm Spy. And we got this mastery. At the start of each stage, glean 10 hidden cells. So, no more just guessing right at the start of a level. And that's another thing that's just bad about Minesweeper that this game is going to make better. So, let's continue the quest. Cavern. Start of the stage, glean 10 hidden cells. Do I have to... I guess I still have to interact once to do it? Maybe it's also somehow set up so that the first cell you click is never a dead giveaway or something. And maybe the 10 ended up as part of this. Does my mastery show up in here? It doesn't. Yeah, I'm still not sure. That did not behave the way that I thought it was going to behave. But that's okay. We will figure this all out soon enough. For now, I'm going to play, hopefully a little bit faster than usual. We'll get through the easy levels, get to the difficult ones, and find some more exciting treasures along the way. Mutton guarantees 1 additional heart drop per stage. Neat. So is that a passive? I believe so, because it doesn't have a background, and I can't click on it. Alright, very cool, very cool. Let's go ahead and open this up. And this as well. There's our stage finished. We get a bunch of experience. We're working towards higher levels. I'm gonna skip the shop. Like, I just want to get through levels right now. Okay, desert. The mutton just kicked in, apparently, and made that heart appear. I believe is the animation I just saw. Mud, for the next 100 turns, when you use a magic item, gain a minion instead of triggering its effect. Alright. I don't know that that's interesting to me. Have I even ever used a magic item in this game yet? I'm not sure. Hold on to the hearts until I need them, if I need them. And instead, just go after the easy pickings. We're gonna have a little bit of a problem in here, so I might end up using my... Well, no, I've got extra hearts, so I could afford to take some damage if I had to, rather than use my corner item thingy that I have in my inventory. That could help get me out of a pickle. Alright. Let's open up a number of these. That looks good. These look good. Over here, exactly one of these, so it's gotta be this. It's gotta be this. And it has to be those. Over here, it's gotta be this. And now we're over to this corner. There's one monster remaining. It's one of these two, which means this is open and this is open. And since this one, actually none of these, this is going to be a 50-50 chance. I don't think there's anything I could do about it other than use this item, or simply take the damage and then eat my hearts. Alright, I happened to get lucky, so I didn't even need to take the damage and eat the hearts. That is fine with me. And I leveled up. Level 10. Got more tokens. Hypertrap. Infect 20% of monsters when you begin a stage. Wow. So that seems like an item that I could find in a future stage that just got unlocked in the codex, I think. Alright. Let's move on. Our mutton kicked in and gave us an extra heart there, so we've got some extra bonus fallback healing. I don't mind gathering treasures. Hobo cap, when you enter an item shop, increase the prices. Got another thing coming, okay. So that seems like a bad omen kind of thing, I guess. Is there a way for me to not take the treasure, like, once I open it? When my inventory was full, I was capable of leaving treasures on the ground. But apart from that, I don't know that there's a way that I could choose not to take the treasure. Next time a treasure chest is opened, I should play a little bit around with kind of UI interactions and see if I can figure out anything there. Okay, so that's got to go there. One of these two, which means this... Oh, hold on. Something wrong? No, it's both of these two. Okay. And I could have just corded that. Both of these two. This one. And finish. Great. Didn't even need the heart. Yep, we got a bunch of XP. We're all happy. Let's do the ocean. Alright, tip swim. We've seen that exact same tip previously on this level about the ocean. I don't know if that is merely color. You know, the game trying to make things more fun and lively, or if there's actually some tip related to swimming that I don't know how to interpret yet. Here's another treasure chest. I'm gonna click on it. Oh, 12 money. I definitely do want to take that. When it's an item that I might not want to take, then I want to play around with seeing if I can discard it somehow. This will be openable. One of these two, which means this one is... One of these two, which means these are openable. Both of these, which means this one has to go, which is going to open these and these and these. Okay, maybe not those. And, when you have kind of like a wall of monsters here, it's kind of hard to get into this corner. It may require some guessing. Alright, so exactly one of those. Exactly one of those. Exactly one of those 5. So there's at least good chances. There are still 6 monsters remaining. Only one of them fits in here. So the others are relatively tightly packed. Oh, but wait. There are still places I can go without making any guesses. So exactly one of the 2 here, which means this one is open because that one only has 2. And for this 3, Oh! Oh, interesting. I dragged into here and ended up taking damage. Is there a heart on the level? I guess my mutton expired. Mutton's still here. Did I use a heart already in this level? I'm not sure why the mutton didn't activate. Let's read the description again. Guarantees 1 additional heart drop per stage. Yeah, I'm not sure where the heart drop went on this one. In any case, I can open up a bunch of things over here now. So that's pretty great. It's going to make that whole area much easier to deal with. There's the heart. I just hadn't revealed it yet. Okay. And unfortunately, the jellyfish hit me for 2, a boom eater jelly. And I only managed to heal back up with 1. And this one's got to be openable, because there were 0 monsters left. Alright. Leveled up. Great. Level ups are nice. But I just want to get through things. Got 52 coins. I'm not going to spend them yet. Just trying to move forward. Okay, we have a heart available, and I need it right now, so I'm going to eat it. There's, like, electricity on some of these squares. What was the name of this level? Did it say Electric Tropics? Arrive somewhere new. Electric. Aura that doubles the potency of contained objects. Okay. So does that mean any monsters I reveal that are on an electric square are going to hit me for twice as many hit points, possibly? I'm not sure how to interpret that. Treasure! Okay, so I presumably don't want to click on the electrified squares. That has to be a monster. This has to be a monster. Which means this is not a monster. And this is... Don't click on the electrified squares. There's a weird kind of background ambience to go with the music here that makes it feel like you're in the jungle. Or a rainforest, perhaps? There's something about it that I find a little bit unsettling, though. I'm not sure what it is. That's going to be a monster. One of these 2, which means this one has to be a monster, which is going to open up a bunch of things here. That one has to be. One of these 2. This guy is next to a monster, right? Is this guy a monster? No, he's a stranger. Feed me your items, gain a present. I don't have that many items, so we're not going to talk to him. But he counts as 0 monsters. So that means that one of these 5 and one of these 2, but if one of these 2 and there's a 1, then this one is open for sure, which means one of these 4, one of those 3, one of these 2, this one has to be there. There we go. That opens up a whole lot. Alright. This 4 has to be all of these. And that 3 has to be all of those. Oops, I clicked... Okay. I clicked on the electricity. It didn't hurt me, so it's not like burning. So it only increases the potency of what's on the square, but if there's nothing on the square, it doesn't matter. My health is back up to 5 for reasons... Did I already click on a heart that I don't quite remember? I must have clicked on a heart right at the beginning of the stage, I think, and I forgot about it already. Okay, but we finished that level. And I get various bonuses, which I am pleased by. And Dark Volcano. Surmount the Molten Core. Power level 2 to 4. Oh, maybe the power level just describes like the difficulty of the stage or something, and so it doesn't have anything to do with the current state of the stage. It's just a factor of the stage that describes how difficult it's going to be or something, and then affects certain items that you can invoke. 34 monsters and a 16 by 9, I guess. Or no, 169. 13 by 13 probably. Oh, Dark Volcano. Got it. Interesting. Darkness mechanics. Everybody's favorite mechanics in all games. That's sarcasm, by the way, in case you were not sure. Everybody hates darkness mechanics in every game, and every game keeps including them. But that's okay. We'll get through it. I know what I'm doing. I'm ready to kick some butt and make further progress than I ever have before. That's my story, and I'm sticking to it. So let's see. That one can go. As can these. Alright, now things get a little bit difficult. I might want to use an item. Only one of these. And in order to get to 3, this one has to be active. Which means exactly one of those is active. Exactly one of those is active. Exactly one of those is active. Don't think there's a whole lot that I can do with that. I do have some, or a heart, available as backup. Okay, exactly one of these, which means this one's open. And I think that's all the space that I have to play around with here, so I think we're going to be making a guess somewhere. There's one of these 5, so I'm going to take a risk. And now there's only one of these 7, so I'm going to take another risk. One of these 7, so I'm going to take another risk. 3 ones in a row. I feel like I ought to be able to infer something from that. But I'm not inferring it right now, so I'm just going to continue to take a similar risk. Oh no, we hit something and it almost killed us. Alright, that's going to open up a bunch of squares, and I do have a heart available, so let's go ahead and eat it, even though I don't think it's going to be enough protection for me to survive another monster hit. And let's see, I probably am going to have to use my item shortly as well. Yeah, because I think I'm at a place where I'm going to be stuck again. So let's try using the reveal random corner cells until one is open that has a monster. Alright, and it's opened something up over here. Alright, so that gives us the ability to open up this. One of these means these. Alright, so that's a good bit of progress up in this corner. Exactly one of these, which means this one has to be for the 3 here, which means I can open up a lot more here safely. But now I'm struggling over there. We'll come back to it. Okay, we opened up that whole side. Sadly, I didn't find any more treasures that can help me. We got a 1 in 5 chance over there. And a 1 in 4... Oops! I don't like the fact that click and drag behaves as though you click the other thing. I was trying to... The mechanic in terms of the keys is you hold down the space bar and then move the mouse in order to drag the whole screen, and I was trying to do that, but I apparently didn't hit the space bar, or I'm not sure exactly what happened there. And yeah, ended up just sliding into that monster. So, that's unfortunate. I'm 20 minutes into the episode, and now I basically have to restart. I'm going to view the board just to... I haven't done this before. Okay, it just shows you where the monsters were. The darkness mechanic is still in effect, sadly. Alright. And here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to restart. I'm going to try to get at least past the volcano. I'm going to try to get toward the end, basically, on my own. And if there's any particularly interesting things, I'll bring you back for it. But otherwise, I'm just kind of doing the same stuff. Actually, there's an immediately interesting stuff. I have enough tokens to buy Firefly. Each stage has a burning cell. Burning cells do not hurt you. That seems like an awesome general passive to spend tokens on. And so I have this mastery, and that's going to help me as I move forward. But that said, I'm just going to do the quest on my own until I get to one of the end levels. This is the first time I finished and revealed the treasure chest. Can I still open the treasure chest even though the level is complete? The answer is yes. And I got flower fibers. Gain max life equal to the current stage minimum power. Alright, neat. I should also notice on that stage I didn't see anything burning, and so I don't quite understand how my masteries work. Well, I died on my attempt. That's a shame. Okay, so I'm not sure how I got into this state. Explosive Strand, I guess it maybe is just the name of this level. Stand at the edge of tomorrow. Explosive. Objects have a 50% chance to explode in a 3x3 area when interacted with. Whenever an object blows up, you take 1 damage. So that makes it dangerous to, I guess, open chests, pick up coins and diamonds, etc. And so that adds a new set of trade-offs to the different things that I am doing. Not sure how I feel about that, but that just blew up in my face, and that's how I learned. So I guess maybe I have to pay more attention when I enter a level, either to the name of the level, or to whatever kind of passive modifiers might be up here in the corner that's giving me information about the level, so I'll be sure to do that in the future. So yeah, just as a check, in this level, it just says ocean, and there's nothing right here that suggests that there's any kind of funny business going on in this level, at least not yet. Okay, after playing for a while, I've made it to Viral Wilds, and I'm doing pretty well. I also have an item that I want to immediately activate. I currently have some 3 armor Batwing boots, and at a shop I recently bought Firm Fibers, gain defense equal to the current stage's minimum power. So I'm going to activate this to give me some defense, which appears down here apparently. And I also have a Restore 1 Life magic wand that I can restore the magic to. And what does this thing do? Fortify all your armor 100% of their durability. Neat. So I could repair these boots if the boots kind of absorb some of the damage that I take. And I have a number of other things that you don't need to necessarily know about, because I don't think they're going to matter as much. And there's even a heart on here on the stage. One of my passives can potentially turn coins into hearts, so I'm not going to touch that coin just yet. And I have started learning to prefer to cord from an adjacent cell. In order to mark this, rather than mark this, I'm going to right-click this guy. That's just kind of a little bit of a safer way to interact with the puzzle as I'm going through. But yeah, I do feel like I am slowly getting better at this. Hopefully, what I imagine to be true is actually true in that regard. But yeah, I thought I'd made enough progress now that it was worth bringing you guys back, and we'll see if we can possibly finish off this quest. Alright, so I can cord that, I can open up these. That guy has to be marked like that, which opens up these. That guy has to be marked, and that guy has to be marked, and that guy has to be marked, so this area is going to be difficult to get into. Perhaps. Alright, but we can open up a bit over here. And over here, I can open up this. And yep, that is definitely the case. Oh, is this a... he's a bad guy. He's not a merchant or anything. I hadn't even noticed him yet. Alright. Ooh, there's a 5 over there. My Batwing boots are on 29. When they count down to 0, I want to click a big number, ideally. I don't know how much I'm going to be able to continue to pay attention to that and play the game normally, but I'm at least starting to try to incorporate those things. 3 of those 4 are going to be monsters. And one of those 4. One of those 3, one of those 3, 2 of those 3. Okay, so if 2 of these 3 are monsters, then if they were these 2, there would still be at least 1 touching the 2. Or if it were these 2, it could have been the 2 touching the 2, so that doesn't allow me to infer what's happening over here just yet. Similarly with the 5, even if they were the rightmost ones, like these 3, at least 1 more would be touching this 3. 1 or 2. So, don't think I can draw inferences there yet. So I think I might be at a guessing point. Let's open, I didn't even notice the treasure chest down here either. Ball from Grace. Stages have 2 cursed cells for each of your omens. Monsters are empowered by empty cursed cells. Okay. Is that an omen as well? I think the red background things are omens. And so, yeah, I have a few different omens going on, which is not great. Right, this guy is a bad guy, which means if I right-click this, nothing happens because one of the 2 enemies is marked, but it means that this is an enemy. Okay, so there's a whole bunch that I can open up over here that I failed to notice because I wasn't paying attention to this guy. And I do have some hearts on the board, so I can't afford to take damage if I need to. So don't sweat things as much as I'm sweating things right now, because we're still in pretty good shape. Alright. So let's see what we have happening here. We can open up this. And that. That has to be a bad guy, which doesn't quite help me enough there just yet. Over here, that's got to be a bad guy, which will open up some of this. Exactly one of those. Exactly one of these 2, and since this has to be 2, then this one has to be. So we can open up a whole lot right there. Alright, so we've got good things happening. Continuing to make progress. This is all good. Okay, finished off that whole corner. Exactly one of these, which means this one can't be it, which means it's gotta be these. Alright, and so we opened up a bunch of things there. Exactly one of those means there's 1, 2, so against this 3, this one has to be. But we got kind of a 50-50 thing going on with this one. How many monsters are left? Viral. At the end of the stage, duplicate all of your omens if you are injured. Oh, wow. Okay. And my Batwing boots are counting down. Should have been paying attention to that. Let's see if we can get something good to happen with the Batwing boots. Over in this area, what do we got? Okay, we got a 1-1-1 here, which means since it's one of these 2, this one is definitely safe. Which means it has to be that. Alright, can open up a bit of this. It has to be that. So we opened up all that. Oh, I just cycled the Batwing boots. Darn it. Didn't mean to be doing that yet. Okay, we might be taking some damage. I do have some hearts on the board. There are 3 monsters remaining. One of them is here. The other 2 have to be in here. And looks like it's 50-50, kind of like across here as well. So let's click on one. Okay, that was a monster. I did have a shield, which caused him to roll lower damage than he normally would. Unfortunately, he just broke my boots, because I had 3 armor of boots and he hit me for 3. But I didn't take any damage. We found one of the monsters, and so now there's 2 monsters remaining. One is here. One is in one of these 3 squares. And I still think the correct thing to do is to take a random stab here. Okay. And that did not work in my favor, but now I know everything. This is the final monster right here. So before I go after the final monster, I want to get my hearts, for sure. And then I think there's a chance that some coins will turn into some hearts if I still have some kind of buff in my inventory that's going? Or do I need... Oh, you know what? I can cast. Yeah, cast this. Restore 1 life. There we go. So, now I will no longer be injured. As I exit... I should have cast that a while ago. I forgot that I had that. I should have, yeah, done that sooner so that I could get some more of my mana back. Okay, but there's definitely still a monster in one of those 2 squares, which means both of these squares are safe, and then that means I can infer that it's that one, clear the board. And we're escaping uninjured, so I don't have to worry about the virus doubling my curses or whatever. So, that's good. And now we're very close to the end. And there's even a shop. I've got 26 coins. It looks like there's 2 stages left. This is probably turning into a long episode. Yeah, I think I'll break things here, but we really have a chance at finishing this quest line in the next episode. So I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I will see you again soon for more DemonCrawl, where I might actually make some progress. For now, bye-bye.